Hi, we're here tonight with John Washington, candidate for mayor of Scottsdale, right on the corner of Scottsdale Road and 3rd Avenue. We're going to enter into the entertainment zone or district. And John, tell us a little bit about what you see about this district.
Well, the entertainment district was kind of an artificial creation of the city council, who is working to benefit a single property owner who wanted to maximize the value of their property by creating a number of entertainment venues. And we have the highest concentration of bars and nightclubs and liquor licenses now in all of Maricopa County, right here in Scottsdale Police Beat 6.
All right, well let's get going now, and John's going to take us through, and we'll keep you posted on where we are and what's going on. So let's go, John. So John, we're here at 4th Avenue and Winfield Scott, which is just one block east of Scottsdale Road. And what's that noise we hear in the background?
Catty corner across the intersection here is a bar. I believe this is Gilligan's.
Okay, I'm going to swing over there and just keep talking and tell us what's going on.
And you know, it's still early yet for Friday night. It's about 8:45. 10 minutes till 9, and we're about 50 yards away from Gilligan's, and the base is carrying pretty good. The downtown Hyatt Hotel is about 200 yards that direction. I'm sure they can hear the music quite well. Again, this is fairly early in the evening.
All right, so this is stop number 1, and is this considered the entertainment district, or is this outside of the entertainment?
This is part of the entertainment district.
All right, so we'll keep going. Gilligan's is one, and then what's right next door? It's something called the Firehouse. What's that about?
I don't think that's the Firehouse right there. I think it's on around the corner.
Well, isn't there a noise ordinance?
We do have a noise ordinance. We've been working on it for some time to try and tweak it.
Now, does that sounds to me pretty loud so is that in violation of the noise ordinance or not?
I think this is probably not in violation of our current noise ordinance.
Okay.
Which is a
problem. So why is that? Why is that? Candidate Washington, why is that?
The noise ordinance really doesn't take into account the ability of the bass frequencies to penetrate and carry. It's a strict dB definition. And,
well, you're not saying people shouldn't have fun, are you?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
And in fact, I would say, you know, this is not particularly offensive at this level, and with lack of proximity of residences to this area, but this is not one of the more critical locations in the entertainment district either.
All right, well, let's keep going on our tour of the entertainment district. So, John, we've walked about a block now, and we are getting close. We are right in front of a place called Fever's Showcase, and we are looking at the mouth, I believe, the gateway to the entertainment center, which is Drinkwater Boulevard. And what is this little street called?
This is 5th Avenue,
okay.
On the east side of Scottsdale Road, 5th Avenue at Winfield Scott. To my right, just south of us is just north of us is the south side of the Galleria.
The boondoggle, the Galleria, we won't talk about that, but
right.
we'll save that for another tour.
And the next intersection is Drinkwater and 5th Avenue. Okay. Firehouse is on the corner here. Martini Ranch is just beyond Drinkwater.
Okay, and so the Firehouse and all of these are just bars? Are they bars and eateries, or are they just bars?
They're both. There's a mix.
Okay, good. So let's go on in. All right, so here we are now at the entrance, and you just saw us walking across the street. There's the RR Red Revolver, the Social Tap, DJ's Bar and Grill, and then right next to that is good old Shotgun Betty. Okay, so John, what's going on here usually? I mean, it's kind of tame tonight.
Yeah, it's still early yet. It's not quite 9 o'clock. I think we probably won't see the real raucousness start until probably 11 or midnight.
So now, is this considered to be a business zone, or are there residents that are around here? Are there homes within walking distance of this area?
There aren't homes in this particular block. We're about 100 yards north of the downtown Hyatt, and the Hotel Indigo is down the street. But about 2 blocks to the north of us is Camelback Road, and then across Camelback is Darrell Estates 2 neighborhood and the south end of one of the units of Villa Monterey.
Okay. And so we're across the street now from Shotgun Betty's, and you can, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but you can hear the bass from here, and you can see how it's projected out to the community, and the sound travels quite a distance. So now John's going to take us to the next location.
Property will be the beach club, which the mayor and city council recently approved.
So the beach club sounds like a family fun, you know, Disneyland kind of environment. Can you tell us what the beach club really is?
Well, it's definitely not that. The beach club is all about adult entertainment. It's a bar that basically wraps around the big swimming pool, which seems to be the popular bar configuration these days in downtown Scottsdale.
So there's a swimming pool in the center?
Yes.
Isn't that a liability? I mean, isn't the city going to have some liability issues with that?
You know, I don't know that the city would so much. The swimming pool bars have created some problems with dumping their water out into the street. I think perhaps the city has gotten some of that issue under control now. But, you know, it's a neat concept. You know, I guess if I were going to go hang out someplace and drink, which is not really my forte, a hot night like tonight, doing it in a swimming pool is probably, it's probably an attractive thing to do to those patrons.
So what's one of the issues that neighbors around here might face as a result of this large open space with music and...
There are many. Obviously, there's a lot of traffic in and out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Parking is very limited. Particularly the folks that live to the north and to the east of here experience a problem with patrons parking in the neighborhoods and then walking into the entertainment district to avoid the valet parking fees. The folks park their cars in the neighborhoods and they drink in their cars. They leave litter in the neighborhoods, and then of course there's a lot of noise when they're leaving their cars, going to the bars, and then returning back to their cars to leave. And then, of course, you've got the whole issue of people driving drunk through the neighborhoods after a night in the entertainment district.
All right, so we're going down to I guess one of the worst offenders as far as complaints is Spanish Fly. Interesting name. So let's walk a few more blocks down this way and take a look at that. Okay. It's a little bit dark, but we're out in front of the Spanish Fly, and I'm sure you can hear John Washington's comments. Okay, so tell us a little bit about the juxtaposition of this particular night spot to the community.
The unfortunate thing about the location of the Spanish Fly here behind me is that it's right behind a commercial shopping center that has a series of small businesses located, literally that's their back wall, and they hear the bass from the club penetrating the back wall. One of the people that we know here, Bill Crawford, has a small personal training facility, and of course he's trying to conduct business with his clients with the noise coming through the back wall. It's kind of an unusually quiet night tonight, 9 o'clock on a Friday night, the 1st of June. We don't actually hear anything coming from the Spanish Fly yet, but things won't really get ramped up here probably until 11 o'clock or midnight.
So usually the bar scene crowd is a late night activity. It's not an early close them down at 10, which is the usual tradition in this town.
Yeah, that's correct. Most of the activity here happens probably between 11 and 2. Although Mr. Crawford and a number of other businesses here have complained that when the bars open in the afternoons for happy hour or whatever, that they crank the music pretty good in the afternoons as well.
All right, so let's walk down towards the Mint and those that face Camelback Road. Now I'm going to just follow John as he walks over here, and we're going to pass right by the old Flaw.